Well, the weather's still crappy outside, so I think what I'm going to do today is a pretty simple little thing to make, I think. I'm going to just make a little rocking chair out of some horseshoes. They're just some ponies. The only real cutting you should have to do on this is when you do for like the seat and the back of it. Otherwise, first thing to really do is get these two set up, get a little bit of an angle on the backdrop of it, I think, and then welder up. So I'll get the welder ready, and then we'll go from there with it. See if I can do a little better job making these stupid videos here. Well, let's tack these two pieces down here together. That's all I need to do on them for right now. Because the hardest part of this is getting these things, usually we're trying to make them rock. So getting everything lined up that way. You want to keep everything steady as you can. You want to get a piece on here. I try to keep all my grooves to the outside. Then the hardest part is this right here. Getting these lined up where you want them to hold them, and then make sure the thing will rock right. So I got to do a little playing with this, get on the magnet. We'll get this one welded on and get them evened up. Okay, basically you just want to get this first one set where you kind of think it should be. Sometimes you just tack it real light because it's something I got to take them apart. I usually try to get this lined up with this part on this base. Get a little bit of tilt this way on it. Where you set this at's kind of doesn't really matter. It gives you more of an angle. This one's about where I think it should be. So what we'll do is we'll tack this one up. Then we'll flip it over and get the other one to match up to it, which can be a little tricky, but biggest thing is do a really light tack on them. Then we'll flip it over and we'll try to get the other one to match it. Really close, like. See if we can get them pretty well lined up with each other. Trickiest part is getting this one lined up to be even with the one on the bottom. Usually if you look at your gap between the shoe and here, they're about the same. Then this is kind of half-assed, but really if you take this, you line your 2 points up that way. You can line them up that way. And as a general rule, as long as this all lines up and touches, it's usually pretty good. The only place you get in trouble is this angle gets off on you. Right now, from what I can tell, it looks pretty good. I do every damn thing by eye anyhow. So we're gonna tack this little booger in. Then we'll see. Then we gotta put our backs and stuff on it. Now for the big trick. See if it lines up. And then if it rocks, or if it's way off in left field. Sitting a little bit forward. We fix that towards the end. See, we're off here just a little bit, but I'll put that in the vise and straighten that up just a little bit. Otherwise, we're sitting square. We just got to get, when it rocks, it doesn't do that. Basically, just we'll push these in and pull them up just a little bit. But we got to get our backs in and our seat belt, our seat in too, so. And all we got to do with those, or all I do with them is, I just take shoes and cut pieces off of them. I stick them in like this, like that, and just mark them. If you lay them in like that, keep those pretty even. Watch your holes in your shoe. If you line them up really close, so then when you cut them, you gotta do a little grinding on it to clean them up. But That's a good way to tell, is watch your holes and make sure that all lines up nice and even, and everything stays pretty well square in there. You do the same thing for the bottom. Look at these cut. Well done, man. Yeah, those are cut, put in. Just got to weld them in here, tack them in quick. And we'll do the same thing on the bottom. The thing I'm fussy on is I like for these two holes to line up. Because a little gap top, you can fill in with weld. I like for things just kind of even out down there. I like for these two to be fairly close, if not right on each other. So weld those in. We'll do up here, and then we back. I like to weld these up on the back side. It's easier to clean them up, even them out. And we'll, because these you can go ahead and put in. Now we get our bottom cut and put in. Yeah, there's the two seat bottoms in. Now we'll take and get them tacked in there. That is the rocking chair. All they have to do now is grind her down a little bit, clean her up a little bit. If you want to lean back just a little bit more, you just have to take these legs, you bend them up a smidgen, and that'll get them. Otherwise, this is a really quick, simple little project they actually come out really nice. They look good. You can use any size horseshoe you want. Just keep them all the same size.